Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Ganana Tva Ganapati Gunghavamake Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvanno Divisi Dasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vajabhirvajinivati Dhinama Vitriyavatu Vagdevyai Namaha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तानित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तः पुनः पुनः व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Dharma is the manifestation of the Ishvara. Being the manifestation of Ishvara, it is available for entire humanity eternally and intrinsically. To know its presence, human being is blessed with thinking faculty. As a jnata, he knows what is dharma and what is adharma. As a bhokta, he desires for dharmic response from others. As a karta also, he desires to be dharmic, but not able to be dharmic due to ajnanam, purva janma vasana and dushta sangha. This dushta sangha tries to remove the guilt portion in our mind whenever we are trying to do some adharmic action. It is in the form of indoctrination, changing the scale, trying to convert the dharma as adharma and adharma as dharma in our understanding. So we have to understand this indoctrination is very harmful for us. So how to avoid this indoctrination when it is suggested to us? We have to be very clear about the laws of violation. Because human mind is always desires to get profit. So once it finds that there is no profit and there is a potential loss, naturally it avoids doing it. So loss in personal life which is in the form of conflict with oneself, low self-esteem, low self-dignity. So the certificate given by his own Sakshi Pratyaksham is a valid certificate than the certificates given by the Loka Pratyaksham and Indriya Pratyaksham. So the loss in personal life is loss of self-dignity. Then loss in social life is loss of trust from others. Every human being has to live in a society. That society is in the form of family members, colleagues, and general public, and of course noble people. So there will not be any trust in the minds of the society, including the family members, when a person becomes adharmic. So that is the great loss. Now in this class we will see the loss in religious life. By becoming adharmic person, what is the loss in our religious life? So religion plays a very big role in majority of the human minds. So in Sanatana Dharma, religion is always guided by Veda Pramana. Veda Pramanam is Pramanam for Ishvara, Dharma, Adharma, Punya, Papa, Swarga, Naraka, Punarjanma. All these are all Apaurushaya, Adrishyam, not available for our sense organs and mind. Therefore, anybody who wants to be religious should be guided by the Veda Pramana. If a person doesn't accept Veda Pramanam, then his life will be guided by three factors. One is his own sense organs, another is his own mind, and another is society, social opinions. So the loss here is the sense organs cannot be satisfied at any cost. However much a person tries to enjoy the worldly enjoyments through sense organs, the sense organs will not get satisfaction. Therefore, he is guided by always dissatisfied sense organs. Then second one is whimsical mind. Lots of whims and fancies are there in everybody's mind. So everybody knows that there is no possibility of duet in real life, but everybody fancies singing duet songs. That's why it is appreciated when it is shown in the movies. So it's an example for being fanciful. So the mind which has lots of whims and fancies, the mind which is already ignorant, desireful, will be a guiding factor. Second one. Third one is society. Society is always ignorant. Majority of the Srishti in the human species ignorant. Their life is governed by natural instincts. That's why a human being is called prakritaha. Prakriti vasham gataha prakritaha. So the society is not only ignorant, it is selfish also. So a person who doesn't accept Veda Pramanam to guide his life will be the slave of these three things. So naturally he will go for violation. So the violation brings all problems. Therefore, it is a sign of intelligence to take the guidance of Veda Pramanam. Veda Pramanam says Dharma gives two types of phalam. Following Dharma or following Adharma gives two types of phalam. One is Drishta phalam, another one is Adrishta phalam. One is seen benefit, another is unseen benefit. When you follow Dharma, you get seen benefit and unseen benefit. When you follow Adharma, you get seen effect and unseen effect. Seen effect is known to our mind, our senses, Sakshi Pratyaksha. But unseen effect is revealed by Veda Pramana. So, Veda reveals this Adrishta Phalam, that Dharma alone determines your present Janma, your present Shariram, your Mata Pita, your Buddhi Shakti, your health of the body, the wealth you acquire, the people around you, the culture, Sukham, Dukkham, everything is determined by your Purva Janma Dharma Phalam or Purva Janma Adharma Phalam. What is the proof? Taratamyam is the proof. In Srishti, there is a lot of Taratamyas, differentiations. In one family, one child is born with all good health, thinking capacity, developed brain, developed limbs. But another child to the same parent is born as physically challenged child. The child is deprived of eyesight. So the child, after growing, when it asks, Mummy, what you did for me to beget as a blind child, my brother as a beautiful child, and myself as a blind child? What will be the answer of the mother? My dear, I prayed to God. As I prayed to the birth of your brother, I prayed to your birth also. But you have come as a blind child. I am not responsible. So who is responsible for the blindness of the child, for the suffering of the child? That is a question. Are the parent are responsible? Or Ishvara is responsible? These questions can never be answered by any other religion. Semitic religion have only one birth theory. So they cannot answer this question. Who is responsible for my blindness from birth? So Shastra says here, you are responsible. In another form, you paid for it, so you are getting back. So Ishvara cannot be held responsible because Ishvara is Samadarshi. Why should he make one child as a blind, another child as a healthy child? What is the reason? A judge gives punishment to somebody, reward to somebody. Who is responsible for this judgment? Is judge is responsible or the person's action is responsible? Though the judgment is given by the judge, the responsibility of the judgment goes to the actions of the person. Whether he gets reward or punishment, it depends upon his own, not present action, past action. Because always judgment is given for past tense. So Shastra says, this Adrishta Phalam, which comes in the form of Taratamyam, differentiation, is the proof for its existence. Your Sukha Dukkham is the proof for your existence. Not that you cannot change any of those things. Some of those things you can change, some of those things you cannot change. Your gender you cannot change, your species you cannot change, your parentage you cannot change, your physical disability you cannot change if it is from birth. Certain things you can change. Your richness you can change. Your poverty you can change. Your ignorance you can change. Your laziness you can change. Your religion you can change. Your character you can change. Even though they are from the birth, to some extent, there are certain things you can change. There are certain things you cannot change. Both put together is called adrishta phalam. So, Janma, Shariram, Mata, Pita, Buddhi Shakti, health, wealth, Sukham, Dukkham, life partner, children, marriage, these are all fixed. These are all the results of your own previous actions. So, this is called karma niyatihi. The modern science says every action will have its own equal reaction, but it doesn't extend that theory for the next life, because it doesn't have access to the next life possibility. Paradigm is within the Panchabhutas only. Science paradigm is only within the sensory things only. So senses cannot have access to the Punarjanma, therefore it doesn't talk. But as long as you are here in the same body, your actions brings result. So same thing is extended to next Janma also. Same thing is carry forwarded to next Janma. That is called karma niyati. This karma niyati, whether you accept or not, it is an unfailing one. Because without your permission, many things happened in your life. Beginning from your skin color, without your permission. Hyavashopi saha, Bhagavan says. Havashaha, you are avashaha. You don't have capacity to determine your parentage, your birthplace, birth situation, culture, religion, society, nothing. You are finding yourself at one moment that you are in a society which is already in chaotic situation. And you have to find out a place in that crowded life situation. That's all you can do. You can place yourself by your hard work or intelligence or dharmic life. You can place yourself in a relatively comfortable place. It is like a child wakes up in a train. Whether the child is inside the unreserved compartment or reserved sleeper coach or third AC or second AC or first class coupe, who will determine? Certainly not the child. Understood? So what can be the possibility for the child? Either it can get down from the train, that's called suicide. Because you are refusing to travel. You are put in this train to travel. So when you refuse to travel, again you will put into another train, that's all. No, I don't like this unreserved compartment. I want first AC or second AC. Okay, pay for it. Certainly not in this train. Because it is going to depart. So life doesn't stop to anyone's whims and fancies, please understand. Things don't happen according to one's whims and fancies. Nobody can squeeze their mustache that I can decide my life like that. Nobody can. Ravana thought, Hiranyakashipu thought, Alexander thought. Everybody understood afterwards. We are not the conquerors of the Kala Tattvam. This Kala Tattvam manifests in the form of karma niyati. So it is unfailing. So when you open your eyes in a train, only possibility you have what? To place yourself and continue the journey being friendly with others. That's all. Protecting yourself, being friendly with others, you squeeze yourself in some place. Understood? So who has put him in that train, in that situation? That is the question. According to your payment, you have put yourself. That's all. So this karma niyati is very, very unfailing one. That is why the Veda says not only this karma niyati works in this life, it will work in future lives also. That adrishta phalam revealed by Veda Pramana. Drishta phalam is revealed already by sensory perception, mana pratyaya, sakshi pratyaksham. But adrishta phalam is revealed by Veda Pramanam in the form of Anuvada Vakyam. Nobody need to taught Dharma because it is intrinsic, very natural for human mind, even if it is illiterate, to know what is right and what is wrong. But people have to be taught that you cannot get away from it. Somehow or the other, in the human mind, there is a hope, I can get away. I can throw the blame to others for my actions. Like a drunkard. He thinks, somehow or the other, I can manage with alcohol. I can manage my health with alcohol. No. You will pay for it. You will pay for it, even if it is not paid in this janma, is revealed by Veda Pramana. Understood? So it says, Satyam vada dharmam chara. Why Veda should tell? Because already known. Veda says about the adrishta phala. Therefore, Satyam vada dharmam chara. Satyameva jayate na anrutam. Satyena pantha vidato devayanaha. You can decide whether you can have Indra Loka in the next Janma or not. You are not comfortable with Bhuloka condition, with Bhuloka body, with Bhuloka enjoyments. There are other possibilities also are there. So those existence you can opt for it. We will give immigration clearance. We will give visa only when you pay for it, apply for it. No country gives visa without your paying. Free visa. Free visa also is what? Paid by someone. Or after reaching there, you will pay. Some countries invite free visa. Just you apply. That also you have to apply. They don't come and knock your door. Please come to my nation like that. Understood? So only you are capable, you can apply for it, you can go for it, you can get it. So that is what revealed here. Satyena pantha vitataha devayana. Devayanaha means the path to the higher lokas. And the path to the lower lokas also asatyena. Opposite, just opposite. So Dharma jnanam is intrinsic to all, and violation gives two types of phalam. One is drishta phalam, another is adrishta phalam. Drishta phalam is in the form of conflict between jnata, karta and bhokta. Conflict with oneself. Therefore guilt. Therefore low self-esteem. Therefore, self-dislike. I don't like myself. That is why entertainment everyone goes for. Why they are going for entertainment? Because they are not able to handle the chattering of their own mind. It is go on chattering. You cannot bear that. So, to get rid of that sound, you create one more sound. That's called entertainment. So, there is a self-dislike. Because manam na labhate. What life it is? I don't get respect from myself, from the society. Society doesn't trust me. Even if I give chocolate, the child doesn't trust me. What society it is? Neither family members trust me. Whenever I operate mobile, my family members see When student operates the mobile, immediately parent, hey, with whom you are chatting? They suspect. If I come late to the house, they suspect. And my colleagues always suspect. The society is always suspects. Because manam na labhate, I don't get certificate due to my own violation. Even if I get certificate from the society, in general, that will continue as long as they have not found out the truth about myself. So in this process, what is the loss? Peace of mind. Nasti buddhi rayuktasya nachayuktasya bhavana nachabhavayata shantihi ashantasya kutas sukham. Drishtafal. Ayuktasya, if a person is not an integrated one, buddhihi nasti. If he is a split personality, there is no thinking capacity for him. He will be carried away by his own whims and fancies and urges of sense organs. Every sense organ gives itches, you know. Like skin gives itches. Every sense organ gives itches. See, hear, taste, smell, touch. Prahlada Swami calls them as 5 wives. Sitting on the lap of the Narasimha Murti, he says, these Devatas and Lakshmi Mother and the Brahma, Shiva, all are afraid of your Narasimha form. Bhagavan, I am not afraid of your Narasimha form. Then Bhagavan asks, why my dear, you are not afraid of? I have seen Gora Drishti than your Drishti. Very terrible form I have seen than your form. Arey, then bigger, terrible than my form. What is that? You are given with everyone. My sense organs takes what type of form? Nobody can determine. Bhagavan, I am afraid of their urges. See, only a spiritual mind can understand the ghoratvam of the senses. Like horses tied to a chariot, it can destroy if it is not controlled, if it is not guided. But people are very casual in their sensory perceptions. They see anything, they taste anything, they smell anything. One thing is enough to finish off our entire life, but people are not afraid. That is called ignorance. Ayuktasya buddhihi nasti. There is no need for any Rakshasa or Asura to destroy us. Our own whimsical mind, our own uncontrolled senses are enough. 6 fellows. Harishad Vargaha, they call it. One fellow mind will bring out 1,000 Rakshasas. The Vak is there, na? He can bring 1,000 Rakshasas. There is a Sahasramukha Rakshasa, Sahasramukha Ravana in Ramayana. Sahasramukha Ravana. That is 1,000-faced Ravana. We have known only 10-faced Ravana. Bhagavan Ramji killed 10-faced Ravana, but he could not do anything towards a Sahasramukha Ravana. He is the cousin of 10-faced Ravana. When Ravana was killed, the Sahasramukha Ravana takes the vow that I will destroy this Rama's peace of mind and Rama Rajyam. What is his weapon, you know? Words. Through his words, he spreads rumors after rumors. Exactly like our modern media. Our modern media is Sahasramukha Ravana only. Only lies. Casually he goes to the public as one of the public person Arey, who have seen all these things? They have built the bridge, and Rama went to Sri Lanka and killed Ravana, Dashaloka Swami. Who have seen? Like that, he asked the Ayodhya people. Then, when Ayodhya people asked, that means, do you mean to say that Rama is lying? No, no, I don't say that Rama is lying. But these fellows are lying. Rama would have killed standing in this shore of Bharat Desha by one arrow against the Ravana who is living in the Sri Lanka. So they are building stories after stories. These monkeys. So Ayodhya people don't know about the monkeys. Possibility is there. Without building the bridge, they want to get the name and fame that as though they have helped Rama like that. They turned around the monkeys. So he got success. One rumor got success. Then he spreads. Arey, what a suffering Mother Sita would have been in the hands of Ravana. Suddenly now they are telling she is Garbhavati. Who knows who is responsible for that Garbha? Like that he spreads. Ramji could not handle him. Ramji had to suffer. How many years do you know? 10,950 years. 11,000 years Ramji lived in this physical world as per Ramayana. When Ramji was 50-year-old, Mother Sita left. That's all over. So Sahasramukha Ravana. Our mouth is Sahasramukha Ravana if it is not guided by Veda Shabdam. That's called Apashabdam. That is why our elders told, tell the Lord's name through your mouth. Sing the glory of the Lord. Let the Mangala Shabdam come out of your mouth. Chant Vedic mantras. If you are not eligible for that, if you are not accustomed for that, if you are not trained for that, chant at least Smriti Granthas, Bhagavad Gita daily you chant. So that certain things are reduced from you. Whatever Ravana comes, anytime Ravana can come up. When you quarrel with others, you have to see what words will come. The person himself doesn't. Jihvakre vasati lakshmihi jihvakre mitra bandavaha. Jihvakre maranam dhru. People can kill. One statement from one leader, people can kill him. Even in family life. What should be talked to the family members? That only should be talked. A husband asks the wife, what is the proof that you have loyalty for me? Which wife will take this question? Arey, what you are talking? Gone. One thought, one statement. So, nasti buddhihi ayuktasya. Please understand. Why there should not be any conflict between the jnata, bhokta and karta? This is the reason. One conflict comes, you don't have control over your senses. You don't have control over your own thought process. So, how the Anartha Parampara continues? Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya, nacha ayuktasya bhavana. Mangala bhavana will not be there. That is why suspicion about everyone, doubting everyone, being afraid of everyone. These are all bhavanas inside our mind. Nacha abhavayata shantihi. When there is no mangala bhavanas, where is the shanti? Ashantasya kutas sukham. Understand? Ashantasya kutas sukham. When mind is agitated, irritated with all conflicts, and it is 24/7, 365 days, as long as you live. Even in sleep, you will be quarreling with yourself in dream or quarreling with others. Understand? So, Bhagavan Rama is going to show getting Shanti is the greatest benefit as Drishta Phalam while following religion. Because you don't get Shanti either from yourself or from society. So at least whether religion will give you Shanti. You don't get respect from society. At least will religion give respect? How religion gives respect to every individual? Because in front of religion, every individual is neither male nor female. Understand? When he stands in front of the Ishvara, he considers himself as a child of the Ishvara. When he goes to Ishvara asking for pardon, with all faith he goes. Bhagavan will not reject me. The society has rejected me, family members have rejected me, even my own Sakshi Pratyaksham rejected me, Bhagavan. But still, I know by Veda Pramanam, you are Samadarshi. You won't reject. With this faith only, everybody goes to temple. Otherwise, nobody will go to temple. Because Bhagavan will not insult me in public by pointing out my weaknesses. Imagine if the deity which is in the temple starts speaking. Vada, திருட்டு பையலே, டேய் அயோக்கிய பையலே, டேய் பொய் சொல்றவனே அப்படின்னு வரும்போது வாங்கோ சார் வாங்கோ சார், we call someone when anybody comes to our house, வாங்கோ like that, please come like that. Bhagavan also. Judge sir வந்திருக்கிறார். If a person comes is a judge, what we tell? வாங்க judge sir. Suppose Bhagavan also says, வாங்க பொய் சொல்றவரே, என்ன ஆகும்? Nobody will go to temple. One faith is there. Bhagavan doesn't see my actions, see my mental vagaries, see my adharma. That is separate department. Getting punishment not from the Lord. It is separate department. Kala Tattva. See, you take chili, will you get punishment or not? You get. Ishvara is karana for that? No. After taking chili, you go to temple, suppose, immediately. Burning will be there. Can you blame Ishvara? Why Bhagavan burning? Hey, that is not my department. That is your department. Kala niyati, karma niyati. I can give you tirtha. If you sip it, there is a possibility of getting Shanti in your stomach. But don't eat again, okay? Like that he gives one more chance. The temporary peace comes na, in our temporary acceptance about myself. Sometimes I get tears also. Yes, Lord. You told through satsanga so many things you have told. But what to do? Give me one more chance. So this gives a temporary Shanti. Understood? So Drishta Phalam is, through religion, is Shanti. Tripti, Tushti. Drishta Phalam of Dharma is Shantihi, Triptihi, Tushtihi. Yeah, Bhagavan will teach. Arey, how many wives you will have? How much wealth you will have? Tell enough to yourself. So there will be a day in everybody's lives to say, enough. Shastra says, arey, if you are intelligent, you will tell this enough beforehand, not after getting lot of beatings. So, Tushtihi, Triptihi, Shantihi, these are all given by Shastra Praman. It is a valuable thing in our life. Not only self-respect is valuable, not only respect from the society is valuable, Shanti also is valuable. Shanti also, because without Shanti, there is no possibility of Sukham, because you are behind the Sukham, na. Shastra says, Arey, higher than Indriya Sukham, there is another Sukham is there. Atindriya Sukham. Why can't you try for it? And that is possible only by being dharmic. Indriya Sukham is possible being dharmic or being adharmic also. You can purchase the ice cream and get the ice cream Sukham, or you can steal the ice cream and get the ice cream Sukham. That is Indriya Sukham. But Atindriya Sukham is there. A Sukham which is beyond the Indriyas. That is possible only when you are dharmic. So therefore, Bhagavan says, Nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha abhavayataha shantihi, ashantasya kutas. So what will be the fate of this adharmic person? Chintam aparimeyantam, pralayantam upashritaha. What is drishtaphalam for adharma? Chinta. Chinta. Sadashiva Brahmendra Swamiji wrote a song. Chinta nasti kile. Tesham chinta nasti kile. For them there is no chinta at all. For whom? Shamadama karuna sampurnana sadhu samagama sankirnana. Like that he lists Shama, Dhamma, Karuna. When your mind is with sensory control, thought control, Karuna, compassion for other living beings, Chinta nasti kile. Understood? So, Chintam aparimeyam cha pralayantam upashritaha kama upabhoga. Kama upabhoga. All the time glutton, eating. Through all senses, what life it is, gluttonous life. What will be their condition? What is the adrishtaphalam for their adharmic actions? Drishtaphalam, chinta. Okay, adrishtaphalam, Bhagavan says, Shipam yajasram ashubha. He says, I put them in ashubha, garbha, in the next janma. Adrishtaphalam also is revealed here. Then he scolds, a lot of scolding is there. Chintama parime yamcha pralayantam upashritaha kamopabhoga parama etavadidi nishchitaha asha pashair shatair baddha kamakrodha parayanaha ihante kamabhogartham anyayenartha sanjayan ahankaram balam darpam krodham cha samshitaha mam atma paradeheshu pradvishantobhyasuyaka tanaham dvishadah kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipam yajasrama shubhan asurishveva yonishu asurim yonima panna mudha janmani janmani mam aprapyaiva kaunteya tato yanti adhamam gatim. It's a vicious cycle. Once you enter the dark net, once you join with smuggling group, you cannot get out of it. You cannot get out. Once you join the terrorist group, you cannot get out. Outside terrorists are there. Inside also we have terrorists. So Bhagavan says, be careful about that. Asha, Pasha, Satait, Baddha. They will bind you. Your own desires will bind you. Your own desires. You cannot satisfy your senses. So the attempt to satisfy senses will not end. So up to end, what will be? Running behind the sensory objects. And in the process, you die. People run, you see. The run starts at the age of 3.5 or 4 age. When they will end, only Bhagavan knows. Time aids. Without the permission of the child, the mother puts the child in that jail called nursery school. It is nothing but jail. Gunda or amma irupanga, teacher amma. Small child. So far it is accustomed only with mother and aunties. Suddenly, uniform, shoe, and sit, stand, sing, like that. All problems. Running starts. When it ends, only Bhagavan knows. For some unfortunate people, it doesn't end even 70 or 80 years also. That's why in Western countries, there is no retirement age, You can work and you should work because nobody is there to take care of you. Children will go away at the age of 16 or 17. We have here some social responsibility in the form of moral duties towards parents. Now that also is shaking. So you will be continuously dragged by your own whims and fancies and the urges of the sensory organ. புலிவாலை பிடிச்ச கதைன்னு சொல்லுவார் எங்க ஆச்சாரியார். See, if you catch the tail of a tiger, neither you can stop it running, nor you can leave that catching. Yes, you have caught the tail of a tiger and it is trying to devour you. And you are not available in front of its mouth. So it is trying to catch you. So it becomes a round. So it rounds. You also have to go behind the tiger because you are catching the tail. The problem is, tiger will not get tired. You will get tired. If you leave it, it will devour you. You cannot run also according to its capacity. This is called running behind the dissatisfied sensory organ. Where is the end for the desire of a human being? Please tell. One desire. Take the desire of eating sweet. Where is the end? Can you eat all the sweets prepared in the creation? In all cultures. Now that's what now people are trying. I have tasted local items. Now I will go for Faluda, French item. And that is our another thing. Pizza. That is our another thing. Pasta. But the Sharira is not meant for it. Similarly, non-vegetarian food also. Here in India, non-vegetarian means what? Fish, egg, mutton, chicken. Correct? Certainly not cow, not pig. But other cultures are having that. In China, cockroaches, monkeys, scorpions. One person I know in Viluppuram, he is exporting cockroaches to China. I know him. He wanted me to visit his place. I told in one room he has lakhs of cockroaches. He is breeding cockroaches in Viluppuram. Exporting. Cockroaches people eat. Where is the end for eating this? Because one item. So it is called catching the tiger tail. So therefore, you become the slave to your own mind and you can never get out of it. Whole life becomes a slavery life, slave to your own mask. Everyone has the mask. Slave to your own mind and slave to your own false identity. So life becomes a MBBS life. My Acharya Swamiji used to say. For this person who has false mask about himself, false face. Real face is something behind. In front of the society, there is a false face. And who has uncontrollable senses and one who has whimsical mind. His life is very miserable. MBBS life. Miserable, burdensome, boring slavery life. MBBS. Miserable, burdensome, boring and slavery life. Suppose imagine a person is addicted for the skin shining, suppose. So he or she cannot come out without applying fair and lovely. They won't show their face. So it is miserable without fair and lovely. And burdensome. You have to purchase, keep. The stock is not there. Burdensome. Burden, it is a burden. Then boring also. Day in, day after, I have to apply the same fair. Nothing changes actually, but I have to apply. And slave to the public opinion. And slave to his own low self-esteem. Understood? So, drishta phalam for adharma in religious context is ashantihi. Samsara pravartanam. They call it samsara pravartanam. Race continues in the next janma also, that's all. Slavery to the senses and minds, so leads to karma bandhanam and tapatrayam. All your sufferings are due to papa karma, phalam. That's why every human being is endowed with tapatrayam. Tapatrayam means what? Tapaha means burning. Burning, three burnings are there always. Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika Tapatrayani. Suffering from one's own mind, suffering from neighbors, and suffering from unseen factors. Every experience in your life is determined by these factors. Even crossing the road. 4 possibilities are there. Determined by this punya karma or papa karma. Crossing the road. You want to cross the road and catch one town bus. So one possibility is you cross the road. As even you cross the road, town bus comes, you get inside, you are happy. Appa, I could get the town bus. One possibility. What you desired, you got it. Second possibility is you cross the road, by the time town bus goes off. Next bus is after 1 hour. So you get rejected. Arey, just now I missed. Second possibility. Third possibility is you cross the road, by the time your friend comes in a car, AC car, hey, where you are going? Come sit. Like that he offers seat. Higher than what you expected. First one is what you expected. Second one is what you have not expected. Third one is higher than what you expected. Fourth one is what you never imagined. What you know? As even you cross, that water lorry comes and dashes and takes you to some place. After 5 days or 10 days, you open the eyes and see everywhere glucose bottle and all nurses, doctors, and you open the eyes and say, where you are, where I am, what happened to me, like that. This is what is happening with everyone. In any pursuit, you get what you want, you get more than what you want, you don't get what you want, you get what never you imagine. Who is responsible for all these things? Tapatraya. So don't rub with the constant. Don't rub with the constant because you will be scratched. Because constant will not get scratched. You will be scratched. So because dharma is equal to Ishwaraha, Ishwara's manifestation, you cannot scratch with the Ishwara. Violation of dharma is violation of Ishwara Sannidhyam, Ishwara Sarvajñatvam, Ishwara Sarva Shaktimat. Can you overpower the total? Being an individual, can you overpower the total? So therefore, Bhagavan Ramji says, Sukhartha sarva bhutanam mata sarva pravruttayaha sukham chana vina dharmam tasmad dharma paro bhav. Without dharma, there is no possibility of sukham. Because Sukham is by Dharma. So therefore, if you want Sukham, be a Dharmik. Dharma paraha bhave. Punyasya phalam icchanti, punyam nechinti manavaha. Na papa phalani icchanti, papam kurvanti yatnataha. He doesn't want suffering, but he sows the seed of suffering voluntarily. He wants Sukham, but he never bothered about sowing the seed of Shubha Karma. Understand? So, what is the loss in religious context, in religious life? For a adharmic person, ashantihi. Understood? Drishta phalam is ashantihi. Adrishta phalam is adhogatihi. Naraka vasam. You make sure next trip also with suffering. That's all. There is a possibility of making next trip comfortable, but unfortunately, you pay for it and get the discomfort voluntarily. Therefore, Bhagavan Ramji says to Japali, Santushta panchavargoham lokayatram pravahaye akuhaha shraddadanaha karya karya vichakshanaha karma bhumim imam prapya kartavyam karma yat shubham agnir vayuhu cha somascha karmanam phalabhaginaha shatam kratunam akritya devaratri divam gataha tapamsi ugrani chastaya divam prapta maharshayah. So, I want to lead a life. Karma bhumim imam prapya. Having come to this world, kartavyam karma yat shubha. I want to lead my life by doing whatever has to be done. Kartavya means that dharma, following dharma, I will do shubham karma. Shubham kartavyam. Mangala karya alone I will do. What you are going to get if you ask? Santushtaha. Lokayatram pravahaye. My entire Lokayatra will be ha hu ha hu ha hu. Ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. Adharmic person's life will be ayayo, ayayo, ayayo. So Bhagavan says, Aham santushta. I am satisfied. My Sakshi Pratyaksham says, well done, my dear. My family members says, including my own Sita says, you are most wonderful person. Even though I got suffering only by marrying you, but still, you are not responsible for my suffering. You are most wonderful person. She gives that certificate. I want to be your wife for eternity. If any wife will tell this, even if the wife is ready to tell, will the husband accept? 7 ஜென்மத்துக்கும் ஐயோ அம்மா ஒன்னுத்துக்கே போதுமே இன்னும் 6 வேற வருதா 7 7 into 7 or 7 plus 7 or 7 only a dharmic person will get this certificate in the form of tushti in his own mind, in the form of tripti from the society. So santushtaha aham. Therefore, he says, Dharme rata satpurushai sameta tejasvino dana guna pradhana ahimsaka vita malascha loke bhavanti pujya munayah pradhana. He takes sadhus as his ideal for his life. What is the ideal life? The ideal life is in the form of a sadhu life. Sadhu doesn't mean monk. Even an householder can be a sadhu. What is the definition for a sadhu? One who He is convinced that human life is not for bhogartham. Human life is for jnanartham. Human life is not for artha and kama. Human life is for moksha purushartha. That conviction, one who has that conviction is called a sadhu. So Bhagavan quotes that sadhu here. I will be like sadhu. Vita malaha, desireless. Mala means desire. Without desires, without particular desires, acceptable, anything comes. There is no axe to grind, there is no selfishness in their mind. Tejasvinaha, lot of tapas they have, dana, tapodhana they are having. You are talking about this Ratna, Vaira, Vaidurya. They also have dhanam. What? In the form of tapas. Tapas means what? They can have the capacity to handle their own senses. That is the, see, all the wealth is meant for what? For adhipatyam. For controlling others, na? Purchasing capacity. They have this purchasing capacity. They could purchase their own senses. Atma Jayaha they have. You are talking about emperor who is struggling to manage the empire. He is a person who has controlled already his empire. Manojayaha is equal to Sarvajayaha. So Tejasvinaha Dharme Rataha. Even though they are powerful with their tapas shakti, they can destroy anybody's life by one word or one thought. But they will not do that. Dharme Rataha. Dana guna pradhana. Anything they have, if somebody says, I want, you take it. They will never grab anything from others. Their mind never asks what I will get. Their mind will ask always what I can give. What I can give is one thought. Whenever you see someone, there is a possibility of two thought process. How I can use him. Another possibility, how I can be useful to you. Correct? When marriage happens, what is the expectation? How I will be happy by this marriage. How I will be wealthy by this marriage. Correct? That is what expectation. When that is not fulfilled, immediately complain, quarrel, diverge, so many things happen. So, Dana guna pradana. Sadhus are, whatever they have, they are ready to share with others. Ahimsakaha. They will not harm, hurt anyone. Satpurushaihi sametaha. Liked and respected by good people. Loke pujyaha. Even the enemy will consider him is a good man. Maricha said, told to Ramana, Ramo vigrahavan dharma. Shaguni says to Duryodhana, your power is what you know, not is your adharma is your power. Yudhishthira's dharma is your power. That fellow never violated the rules. So that is his weakness. Now we will use that weakness. So they also know the grandness of this. And loke pujyaha pradhana. I want to lead a ideal human life with discomforts also. No problem for me. But with shanti, with tushtihi, with truptihi, with self-certificate, with certificate from the good noble people, with gratitude from the family members. And of course, preparing for next round in a nice way, Sadgati is there. The Sadgati portion is Adrishta Phalam. Punya Loka Praptihi. Prapya Punya Kritan Lokan Ushitva Shashvati Samaha Shuchinam Dehe Yoga Brashtaha Abhijayati. Bhagavan says. So he will enjoy. Then again he has to come back because knowledge is available only in human birth. Nahi kalyana krit kashchit durgatim tada gacchati. Arjuna asks, If you are telling that dharmic way, I have to prepare myself and get maturity, then Vedanta Shravanam, Daivi Sampath, Viveka, Vairagya, idella eppapa mudiyum? Already I am 78-year-old. And now if I start, what will happen? Don't worry, you start. Even if your body is going to disappear, nothing is going to be wasted. Every action will have its own equal reaction and it will give benefit. So, nahi kalyana kriti, shubha kriti, durgadim nat gacchati. Hey tate, my dear, you won't get wrong result for the right action. You will get wrong result for the wrong action, right result for the right action. Even if it is not received in this physical form, you will receive it in some other form. So, this adrishta phala portion is revealed by Shastra Pramanam in religion. Drishta phalam is in the form of tushtihi shanti. So, here Dharma alone triumphs. Here also, Dharma alone triumphs by giving two types of phalam, drishta phalam, shantihi, santushtihi, loka pujyata. Society will respect only dharmic people. Even though they have not understood him while living. Once they understand that person, they will respect in their heart of the heart. Then, adrishta phalam is punyam and sadgati. Punya phala sadgati. One more chance to be a noble man. Very nice, na? One more chance to be a man of self-control. One more chance to work out the moksha prayatna. Understood? So, I am interested in that. Therefore, I will not take any shortcuts. And whatever I get in the tangible or intangible form of shortcuts is not desirable. Because ultimately, everything brings me atushtihi, ashantihi, dukkam, tapatrayam. So many problems are there. So I am not for that clumsy things. Ramji is tip-top. He need not remember what are the lies I told. Everyone have to remember lies, you know. Which person, which lie we have told. You have to remember. Because confusion will be there. So Ramji doesn't need that problem at all. He need not show himself in another mask. Arey, what I am, that's all. He need not decorate himself as ordinary person decorates, because he finds that there is a value in decoration. Silk saree, ornaments, why? Ordinary dress is enough. No, with ordinary dress, if you go to function, Swamiji, will not be respected. Okay. And for that, what to do? If I don't have real jewels, I go for covering gold. I don't have real gold to decorate, so I go for covering gold. Now, the covering gold shop is more popular than the real gold shops, jewelries. Fake diamond, fake moti, all fake. Bas. What life it is? Bhagavan Rama says, my life will be truth to truth to truth to truth. Dharma to dharma to dharma to dharma. Anybody is interested, they are welcome to learn from me, to emulate me, to reason with me, because he is a man of reasoning. He gives all the logics and proofs. All the three pramanas he is using. Veda pramanam, then Pratyaksha pramanam, then Anumana pramanam. All the three pramanas. Then Anubhava pramanam, fourth one also he uses. So, Dharma alone triumphs in religious life also. Dharma alone triumphs in personal life. Dharma alone triumphs in social life. Dharma alone triumphs in religious life. Then fourth triumph is in spiritual life. That is for few people. Those who are going after moksha dharma, for them this triumph is applicable. For general public it is not applicable. For a spiritual seeker, how dharma helps him in his spiritual journey That we will see in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
भव हरे